All right, everyone. Happy Thursday. This is a Thursday. Let's keep it a Thursday. Let's not try to turn it into a Monday. The sun is shining. So let's keep it a Thursday. You're in the 187 District Courtroom. That means you are in a courtroom, whether you're at your house, at the jail, at your job, you're in a courtroom. You must behave professionally. Whatever you could not do if you were physically in the courtroom, you cannot do on this Zoom screen. To all the inmates, you are not allowed to use the chat box. You are not allowed to use the internet. You are not allowed to use Facebook. If you break any of these rules, what will end up happening is you will be sent back to your cell. And as you know, they're shorthanded. So what does that mean? We'll see you in 30 to 60 days. To everyone who's at their home or at their job, if you're at your work, you need to tell your employer that you need to take a break because you are in court. If you are at your house, you are not allowed to be doing laundry, eating food. You must be dressed appropriately for Zoom screen. If you violate the rules, then your Thursday is going to become a Monday because you're going to be required to appear in the 187 District Court and your Zoom privileges will be revoked. That will mean you will have to either catch a ride, catch a via, which means you're going to have to get changed, take an Uber or a Lyft. And if you drive downtown, you're going to find there's a lot of construction, more one ways than before. And if you have the fortunate opportunity to have parking space, you're going to find that parking is expensive. I'm going to open the breakout rooms. When I open the breakout rooms, it's going to invite everyone to go to a breakout room. Do not, I repeat, do not go to a breakout room unless I specifically call you by name and assign you to a room. To all the defendants and those who are accused, you are not allowed to allow your screen to go black. If your screen goes black for other than you are signing paperwork, your Zoom privileges will be revoked. I'm going to call the names of your attorneys. Your name will not be called. If you do not hear your attorney's name, it is because your attorney is either appearing in person in another court or is in another Zoom. Trust me, you will have a chance to speak with your attorneys. Attorneys, if you could, thank you, Brenda. If you could, for me, add to your name the name of your client and whether or not it's criminal trial division or family violence, that would help me assign you quicker to the breakout rooms. Attorneys, this is the order in which you'll appear. If you see you're low on the list and you wish to Zoom to another courtroom, you're more than welcome to do so. However, if your name is called while you are Zooming in another courtroom, you will be placed at the end of the list. Alberto Rodriguez, Patrick Valentine, H. Sanchez, Luis Martinez, Matthew Allen, Paul Torres, Juan Ross, Humberto Saldana, Scott Macrom, Gary Churak, Miguel Hernandez, Karen Corby. Is there any attorney's name that I have missed? All right, attorneys, when I assign you to a breakout room, think of those breakout rooms as when you go to the doctor's office. When you go to the doctor's office, what happens? They call you to the back. You think you're seeing the doctor. You're not. They're putting you in a little room, much like the breakout room that I'm going to send you to. They're checking your weight and your blood pressure. The prosecutors have the ability to move throughout the breakout rooms. If you leave the breakout room, I guarantee you, laws of physics. Andrew Guerrero, your screen is blank. Do not let that happen again. I guarantee you with the laws of physics, a prosecutor just is going to see that room and it's going to see that room is empty and it's going to skip over you and go to the next person. So everyone, again, let's keep this as a Thursday. Alberto Rodriguez.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, who do you have?
I have Joe Escobedo. He's got an ag assault SBI, so I think it's in the criminal trial.
All right, let me look and see.
It's not a family.
All right, does anyone see Joe Escobedo on the docket? And do you know if it's criminal trial division or family violence? Anyone?
It's on the recall page.
Okay, so someone will meet you there. I'm going to send you.
It's criminal trial division, Judge.
Okay, thank you. So it's criminal trial division. Just let me rename you. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3.
All right.
Prosecutor will meet you there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Patrick Valentine, thank you for changing your name. I'm going to send you to breakout room. Both of those family violence cases, Mr. Valentine?
Yes, they are. I also have an Andrea Garcia. She's, I believe, criminal, or it might be family violence, but she's incompetent right now.
All right. All right. We're going to send you to breakout room number 4, and we'll take care of Miss Garcia when you come back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. H. Dave Sanchez.
Morning, Judge. Mine is criminal trial division, but he does have a unindicted sealed case for family violence that waiting to indict.
Okay, let me do this. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 5.
Okay.
Luis Martinez. Luis Martinez going once.
Morning, Judge.
Morning. Thank you. I'll send you to number 6.
Thank you.
Matthew Allen.
Good morning, Judge. Here on Christopher Diaz, it's family violence.
I'll send you to number 7. And thank you guys. You guys are truly making it a Thursday by adding to your names. Paul Torres, are you and Alberto together or no?
We are together on the case. However, we're at different locations today.
Okay. I'm going to send both you and Alberto to breakout room number 8. Hello, Alberto.
Hello, Judge. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. One more day, right?
Yes.
Andrew, Phil, can you mind this morning? You said you're gonna be running a little late because taking a jury.
All right, Ron Ross.
Or
Judge, I have 2. I have Greg
Just
Morrison
oh, yeah. Okay, he's in the building.
and Greg Morrison. I've been dealing with Tom, and I have a family violence. Elijah Kelly. I've been dealing with David Martin.
Okay, David Martin is assigned to another court. I used to say he's no longer with us, but that sounds like something's happened to him, but he's been assigned to another court. So I'm going to send you to breakout room number 9, and a prosecutor will meet you there, okay?
This is for the family violence case?
It's for, yes, David Martin is no longer with family violence in this court, but someone will meet you in number 9.
Okay, good. Thank you, Judge.
Scott Macrom, I'll send you to number 10. Thank you for changing your name.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Gary Churak.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is he criminal trial division or family
Oh,
violence?
family.
You almost got an A on that, Gary, but you forgot to put that one part in it.
Which one?
You didn't put whether it was family violence or not.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to send you.
I'm learning, Judge.
I know, you're doing great. I'm going to send you to number 11.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Let me find you here. Miguel Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry, I'm computer illiterate. I have Antonio Melendez. He's a CTD. I've been dealing with Marcus. Just to give you a heads up, Judge, we were resetting it from last time 2 weeks ago to see some videos and DVDs. I was there yesterday at the DA's office. I went over the file. They didn't have the DVDs or videos. I got a call about 2 hours later that they did find them. So I haven't seen them, but I'd like to speak with my client if I could.
All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 12.
Thank you, Judge.
And Melendez, if you could go to breakout room number 12, please. Inmate Melendez to number 12. Karen Corby. Karen
Yes, Your Honor.
Corby.
Yes, I'm here, Judge.
Yes, I'll send you to number 13. That's a lucky breakout room.
Thank you.
It has always been lucky, Karen.
Close to Halloween. I'm gonna go play the lottery.
All righty. Andrew Froelich.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning. I'm going to send you to number 14.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, any other attorneys? All right, everyone, just give me,
Your Honor, I'm with Liliana Barrios,
okay.
family violence.
I'm gonna send you to number 15.
One issue, Your Honor, is that on the last hearing, she indicated that she wanted to be represented by new counsel, and you gave her, I guess, until today to come back with a new representation, and I believe she hasn't done so.
All right, so you're the attorney then. I'll send you to number 15. Alberto Acevedo. Alberto
I'm on mute. I
Acevedo.
apologize. I was on
Hi,
mute.
thank
Sorry,
you.
Judge. Good morning. Terrence Trudell, I believe it's
Criminal
an
trial
inmate.
division or family violence?
It is family violence, and there's a new case that's CTD.
Okay, let me do this. I'll send you to number 16.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, everyone, just give me a 5-minute break, please.
Good morning, Norma. Just letting you know I'm logged in. I have Victor Pizzana and Paul Smith. That those are CTD cases. I need to confer on those, please.
Okay, give me 1 second. Todd, I'll move you to breakout room number 17.
Mr. McCray, are those family violence cases or criminal trial division?
Good morning.
Criminal
Good
trial, Judge.
They're CTDs, Judge.
Okay, I'll send you to breakout room
17.
number 17.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Your Honor, may I approach? Karen Corby.
Hello.
Yes, Ms. Corby.
Judge, I was just going to ask if you could put me in a breakout room with Andrew Guerrero, please.
Yes, is your client on bond or in custody?
He's in custody. I mean, I'm sorry, he's on bond.
All right, where's Andrew Guerrero, please?
Right here, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerrero, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 13.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Gary Trek here. I've finished confirming with Caitlin. We're still getting discovery. I have a ton of it to download, to print off and everything. She's made an offer, but I need to review the discovery and get it all downloaded and everything and meet with my client. So if we can have another setting to confer, that would be great.
All right, is your client in custody or on bond?
On bond, and he should be.
All right, Norma, on Eddie Medina, can we have a 30-day reset, please? All right, we're going to come back on December 1st.
Thank you, Your Honor. Be excused.
Yes, you and your client are excused. Mr. Medina, you'll be back on December 1st by Zoom.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. Have a great rest of your day. Matthew Allen.
Yes, Judge, but I'm back on Christopher Diaz. We have the same offer as last time. Mr. Diaz is asking for a trial setting.
All right, is your client in custody or on bond?
He's on bond and he is on the Zoom.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 30-day reset on Mr. Diaz? All right, we're going to come back on December 2nd. On December 2nd, we will have a jury trial date for you at that time. The court has not been given the jury trial schedule past the month that we already have. So by that time, we should have it. And your client is Christopher Diaz, correct?
Correct.
All right, where is Christopher Diaz?
I'm right here.
All right, Mr. Diaz, we're going to come back on your case on December 2nd, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, does anyone see what page Mr. Diaz is on?
Page 9.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May Mr. Diaz and I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Kirk Sherman. Kirk Sherman. Gold.
Good morning, Judge. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Outstanding. Beautiful weather outside, healthy. Couldn't ask for anything else. Maybe a reset on Miss Jacqueline Sanchez. And that besides that, that's the only thing I need.
Well, I mean, what is she? Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
I've already got an offer. What I'm waiting on is I need to go over the video with Miss Sanchez. She wants to make sure she looks at the body cams. I have a trial in 2 weeks that I'm prepping for. So I'd probably have to meet with her sometime after that.
Where is Jacqueline Sanchez?
Right here, Judge.
All right, Norma, give them a 30-day reset. And Miss Sanchez, that's going to be your plea deadline date. So your plea deadline date is going to be December 1st.
Okay.
All right? Is there
Yes, ma'am.
anything else, Mr. Gold?
It's reset to December the 1st? Is that what you?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So reset to December, okay.
Yes, but December 1st, Mr. Gold, is the plea deadline date. You've received all of the discovery, is that correct?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am.
All right, so that will be her plea deadline date.
Okay, so you just have to see me before then. All right, am I excused?
Yes, you and your
All
client
right.
are excused. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Judge. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Which page is Jacqueline Sanchez on?
Page 10.
All right, thank you.
Judge, this is Kirk Sherman. I'm sorry, you were calling my name and I couldn't get it to work.
Okay, just give me one moment.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Sherman, who do you have?
Oscar Pacheco.
Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
I believe it's family violence, sir.
Let me check and make sure.
Page 7, Judge.
Thank you. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 17, Mr. Sherman.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone back from the breakout rooms? Patrick Valentine?
Yes, Judge, I've conferred with Michelle and received offers and updates on the cases. If I could please get a breakout room, starting with Mr. Don Dale.
All right, Don Dell. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 4.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Luis Martinez.
Alberto Rodriguez.
Okay, Jazz, I'll take you up next, Alberto.
Okay.
Luis Martinez.
Judge, I conferred with Caitlin. It's Michelle's case, and she and I have been emailing back and forth.
Yes.
I've got some stuff that I was getting ready to give David Martin on this case, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to Michelle. And then I've got one more witness statement that we're getting together.
Okay, are you requesting a reset?
Yes, Judge.
All right, is 3 weeks enough time for you to get that information to them?
That should be enough, Judge.
All right, Norma, on Juan Pablo Aveles, could I have a 3-week reset, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to come back on November 19th.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you and your client are excused. Where is Juan Pablo Aveles?
Here, present, ma'am.
All right, thank you. We're going to come back on November 19th.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Albert Rodriguez.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna have to file a motion to withdraw on this case. And I'm just asking for some time just so I can put it together and he file it. And then request a hearing.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, number one, he insists on me taking some action that the law does not allow me to do. That's one reason. My second reason is a very
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, before you continue, can you do me a favor? Can you go back to room number 3 and have your client come to the main room, please?
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge, this is Hunter.
Yes.
Could I get a co-host on this Zoom, please, ma'am?
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry.
I switched.
Right.
It's on
okay.
me.
All righty.
Well, let's see.
All right, everyone, just give me one moment.
So we are ready as soon as I explain it to him.
Yes.
I can do that. Judge,
Just a second.
thank you.
All right, where is Mr. Escobedo?
Right here, Your Honor.
All right, and Alberto Rodriguez?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, have you talked to the state about withdrawing?
No, I have not.
All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put you in a room. I'm going to put you in room number 2, and we'll get a prosecutor there to see if they have any objection to you presenting an oral motion to withdraw. Okay?
All right, all right.
All right, so if I could have a criminal trial division prosecutor, if one is available, to go to breakout room number 2. And Mr. Rodriguez, if you'll discuss with them your issues.
Good morning, Judge. Can I let you know where we are on my 2 cases?
Just give me a moment. Andrew Froelich?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
We've conferred. We just would ask for a reset so I can talk to my client a little bit about that. And then at the next setting, we may reach an agreement.
Well, you have 2 clients, correct?
No, she has 2 names. She's Margaret Garza and Margaret de la Cruz. I'm not sure which one appears in the docket and which one she actually uses. So I think she's.
So what's the full name?
Margaret Garza de la Cruz. She does appear as Margaret Garza on the case. It's 20.
All right, does she just have, can you give me the case number?
Absolutely. It's 2021 CR 7769.
All right, so does she have any other cases, just that one?
No, You're right, just that one case.
All right, so what's happening?
We have conferred, and I'm going to talk to my client about the offer that it's going to be made. And she's finishing up a couple things before we're ready to take a plea.
All right, where is she?
She should be logged on.
All right, Margaret Garza, where are you? Okay, I see her there. And how much time are you requesting?
1 month should be sufficient, Your Honor.
Okay, and what are you doing in this 1 month time? I'm sorry.
I don't know where to go.
There's a class that she has signed up for that she actually started on October 1st. We just want her to complete that class. And she's also going to work on her driver's license.
All right, does that class have something to do with the state's offer?
It does, Your Honor. It is a drug and alcohol awareness class that she's taking from the course for drugs and alcohol. I'm actually looking at I know you can't see it, Judge, but I have a verification letter stating the date that she started that. We'd actually like her to successfully complete that class in order to go forward with the states. The state would greatly like her to finish that before they are comfortable making the offer.
All right, Norman, can I have a 1 month reset on Margaret Garza, please?
Ms. Garza, did you need to say anything to me first, or are you good?
All right, we're going to come back on December 12th. I'm sorry, December 2nd.
December 2nd.
Yes. And Ms. De La Garza, you need to be back on December 2nd, and that'll be by Zoom. You and your attorney are excused. Karen Corby.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Yes.
I
Good
have
morning.
conferred good morning, with Ray Garcia. He has tendered us an offer. There's something that my client is very likely to take. He's leaving it open. But the problem is we haven't received all the e-discovery. So we just like a relatively short reset, maybe 30 days to get that e-discovery and come back and hopefully accept the offer.
All right, Norma, on Andrew Guerrero, can I have a 3-week reset, please? All right, we're going to come back on November 19th to see where we are in discovery.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Is your client in custody or on bond?
He's on bond, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Guerrero, is he still in the breakout room?
Right here, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Guerrero, you're going to be back on November 19th, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you and your attorney are excused.
Thank you. Your Honor. Have a good day.
You're welcome. You too. Everyone, just give me a moment.
So I could just press the leave, Your Honor?
Yes, the leave button.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Todd McCray.
Good morning, Judge. I
Good
have
morning.
Victor Pizzana and Paul Smith. We have offers on both. I'd ask for a 30-day reset on both of these. I don't, on Mr. Smith, we're going to need to get him to the office and take a look at our discovery. And
All right, just 1 second. Let me pull the file. Okay, let's start with Mr. Smith. What is going on with Mr. Smith?
this is our first appearance before the court. We've got an offer. I talked to Marcus, and I'd like to 30 days to have Mr. Smith. I'm going to invite him to my office, and we're going to go over the discovery, and we're going to look at what the state has offered him, and we'd like to be able to come back in 30 days.
All right, Norma, on Mr. Smith, can I have a 30-day reset? All right, we'll be back on December 1st on Mr. Smith.
And I'd like to break out with him before if you'll excuse us and I break out with him, then.
Sure, just give me a second. Let's take up Victor Pizzana, and then I'll send you to a breakout room. What is happening with Victor Pizzana?
Judge, I have an offer from Mr. Nisbet on Mr. Pizzana. We're asking for a reset on that one. This will be our second appearance. There's a civil case that I'm trying to fold into this, and I'm going to need that time to sit down with the civil side of the district attorney's office to resolve a matter there. If the court would give me that 30 days too.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to recall this for December 1st. When you come back on December 1st, I'm going to give you a plea deadline date.
Yes, ma'am.
And is Mr. Pizzano, is he on bond?
He is, Judge. He's on the screen.
All right, do you need to speak with him?
I can speak to him later. Victor's at work, and we're trying to get him back to work with the court's permission.
All right, Mr. Pizzano, you are excused.
You hear that, Victor? Okay. And if the judge, if the court would put me in with Mr. Smith, I'd appreciate it and excuse us from there.
Is Mr. Smith on bond as well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just give me a second.
Am I excused, Todd?
Yes, sir. The judge excused you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. I'll talk to you in a bit.
Yes, sir.
All right, where is Mr. Smith?
Judge, he's on the iPhone. This is
Is
his,
he listed as iPhone?
I think so. Yes, Your Honor. That's what he tells me through text message.
Okay. And Todd McCray, you were in breakout room number 17. Mr. Smith, I need you to go to number 17. And you both can be excused from there.
Okay. Thank you.
You're
Paul,
welcome.
you'll need to go to the breakout room, number 17, so we can talk privately.
Judge Scott Macrom, I'm back from conferring.
All right, just give me one moment.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Scott Macrom on Zachary Prince.
Yes, Judge, I conferred with Caitlin. She's going to check into some things that could result in more discoverable materials and also affect the negotiations. If you can put me on that December 1st docket, like a 30-day reset, I would appreciate that.
Did she give you a time frame?
No,
I just emailed our investigator to look into it just now. So hopefully he'll have an answer pretty soon. And then once we have the answer, we can see how much discovery, if any, is outstanding. So I think that will be with plenty of time, that December 1st date.
All right, Norma, on Zachary Prince, can I have a 30-day reset, please? All right, this is going to come back on December 1st for discovery. Guys, I'm going to need all the discovery done by that time. This is an old case. I don't know if it's old because it was recently indicted, but it has a lot of settings on it. So once you get all of the discovery, then we're going to start moving forward with plea deadline dates. Mr. Macrom, if you don't have anything else, then you can be, you and your client are excused.
thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
All right, you're welcome. You too. Everyone, just give me a moment, please. All right, anyone else back from the breakout room? I do have an attorney in the, I'm sorry, just one second, Ms. Sanchez, Mr. Sanchez, I have an attorney in the courtroom. Yes?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Adam LaHood for Clinique Boyd.
Yes.
I was conferring last with Marcus Sanders. Obviously, I'm here in the courtroom today, but I guess if I could go to a breakout room with him.
All right, just one second. All right, to the courtroom. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3.
Yes, Judge.
All right, H. Dave Sanchez.
Judge, good morning. I'm Eduardo Mercado. I've spoken to Mr. Morris, who spoke to Joe Ray. I think that they're not in a position to make an offer yet, given that he's got a second-degree felony that's supposed to be indicted.
Yes, Judge, if I may.
Yes.
It looks like the Berghab family case was indicted and arraignment is set on that case tomorrow, actually. I did discuss with Joe Ray kind of where CTD's at, but I believe defense might need some time now that this case is indicted but has not yet been arraigned. And they're still waiting on a little discovery in the family case.
All right. Norma, on Eduardo Mercado, can I have a 30-day reset, please?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
Welcome. We're going to come back on December 2nd.
Okay, Judge.
And you're on both cases, is that correct?
Judge, I am not. I'm only on the state jail felony list, so someone else is likely going to be appointed to the other case, unless you want to give them both. I'll leave that to the court.
All right, thank you, Mr. Sanchez. And Mr. Mercado, have you spoken to him?
I spoke to him last night.
All right, Norma, Mercado L7 can go back.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Mr. Mercado, we'll see you back on December. They tell me that you have a new case that's been recently indicted. So we will bring you back at that time.
He's a Spanish speaker, Judge. If you want to put me in a room with him, I'll tell him that's fine.
Oh, well, if you could tell him in Spanish, I always try to listen to Spanish so I can hear what's, maybe pick up some things.
Señor Mercado, ¿estás ahí? Señor Mercado.
Yes, he's there.
Ok, vamos a venir para atrás al corte a diciembre, el día 2, ok?
Okay.
Okay, all right, Judge.
All right, thank you. Norma, that's L7. All right.
I'm back from the-
Ron Ross.
Judge, I'm back on Elijah Kelly. The state is we're gonna need a reset. They've got to contact the victim and see if we can work something out. Also, then I need to talk to Tom on Greg Morrison case.
All right, just 1 second. Norma, on Kelly, is Kelly in custody or on bond?
I think he's in custody, Judge.
All right, let me see where Kelly is.
And Judge, the issue with that one, our victim has pending cases as well. So we've reached out to the defense attorney to let him know that we would like to speak with her. And I just reached out again. We're hoping to get that taken care of as soon as possible. I think defense may reach out to him as well.
All right, Norma, on Elijah Kelly, can we recall this in 3 weeks?
Yes, ma'am. And Kelly is the 14C, Judge.
All right, thank you.
We can recall it on the 19th, November 19th.
All right, we're going to come back on that on November 19th.
Yes, ma'am. Good.
All right, Mr. Kelly, we'll bring you back on the 19th. Norma, you can let him know he can go back.
May approach on Terrence Trudell. And Judge, I'm Mr. Morrison.
Yes, sir. No, everyone just time out. Remember, it's Thursday. Everyone put some patience in your pocket. I see everyone with your hand raised. I'm going in order of the people who came out of the breakout room. So, woosah. All right, Ron Ross. So the next person you have is Morrison, and you need to speak to Tom about that, correct?
I do, Judge, yes.
All right, so I'm going to move you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Alberto Rodriguez.
Yes, Your Honor. And I spoke with Meredith regarding my motion, oral motion to withdraw. She has no objections.
Okay. Joe Escobedo.
Yes, ma'am.
Just 1 moment. Let me do this. Mr. Escobedo,
Yes, ma'am.
are you going to hire an attorney?
No, ma'am.
All right, so here's the thing. Your attorney wants to withdraw from your case. I understand that there have been issues.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't usually allow this unless the defendant is going to hire an attorney. So let me explain something to you. The way the system operates in Bexar County is there's a will. Attorneys are placed on the will based upon their qualification. And the attorney that you receive is the next attorney that is on the will. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
What I require in the 187 District Court, I don't care if you think you're the president, the king, the queen, or if you're the lowly footman or the ditch jigger. I require that everyone treat everyone with respect. I'm going to allow your attorney to withdraw, but the next attorney you get appointed to, you will treat that attorney with respect. And if you have problems with that attorney, then guess what? The next attorney you get will be one that you pay for. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, Your Honor.
I will put it, excuse me, Norma, can you see who comes up next on the wheel for Mr. Escobedo?
Yes, ma'am. If you can just give me just a few minutes, Judge.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rodriguez, you're excused.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
It's Mr. Escobedo. Can I ask you a question for future reference?
No, you need to wait till your attorney gets here because I'm telling you, every attorney on this screen will tell you that they don't recommend their client speaking to the judge until they talk to them. James Toshi.
Good morning, Judge. I have Mary Diaz. It is with family violence. I've been conferring with Michelle Martin.
There's a Michelle Martin.
Hayden, I'm sorry. I know.
Okay.
Sorry. Michelle Hayden, I'm sorry.
Past life.
All right,
Martin
I'll
Hayden.
send you to breakout room number 6.
Thank you, Judge.
Alberto Acevedo.
Judge, I'm back on Karen Trudell. I conferred with Caitlin. There's still some discovery I'm missing on that case. And then there's a new case that just got that he just got arrested for this past week, and they don't have enough discovery available on that to provide an encompassing offer. But if I can get a breakout room for with my client.
All right, are you going to need a reset?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Norma, on Truesdale, can I have a 3-week reset for discovery?
I'll let her know. I can let her know when I'm talking. During the 379, will you do that? Yeah. Okay, I'll let her know. I appreciate it. Yeah.
All right, we're going to come back on that on November 19th. And Norma, what page is Truesdale on?
Page 7, Judge.
All right, thank you. All right, when you finish talking to your client in the breakout room, I'll need you to come back to the main room with your client. Mr. Truesdale, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 3. Miguel Hernandez.
Morning, Your Honor. I
Yes.
spoke with my client to basically tell him what is going on and to see if he would consider anything, because Marcus was asking about the offer. He does not want the offer. He would prefer to go to trial. I still need to see the videos that they found. So I would ask for a reset, I'm sorry, but not for very long, maybe a couple of weeks at the most. It's just that I won't be able to go till next week to see them.
All right, Norma, on Antonio Melendez, can I have a 3-week deadline date, plea deadline, please?
The 18th, Judge.
All right, November 18th, is that enough time for you, Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, Judge, it will be done by then.
All right, thank you. That will be your plea deadline date.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, let me find your client. Is your
Mr.
client in
Melendez,
custody?
he's a Spanish speaker also, yes.
Let me see where he is.
Antonio Melendez.
Norma, I'm trying to find Mr. Melendez.
Judge,
on
they
the-
probably haven't brought him out because there's not enough computers.
All right, Norma, can you let them know he's not needed?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
And
All
I
right, and
already
we'll
told
see
him
you
we're
on
gonna-
November 18th, okay?
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, Adam LaHood.
Morning, Your Honor. I'm back from conferring with Mr. Sanders. The state does not have contact with the complaining witness. Not sure what our status was for today, but we're here in court, obviously.
All right, and your client, who's your client?
Clinique Boyd. It's an old case, Judge. This was the one that she was sent off to TDC while this case was still outstanding. It just got overlooked. So when she hit parole, she was taken back into custody in Bexar County. And then that's how we ended up here.
Okay, so where is Mr. Sanders?
Judge, they have an offer. I believe that they're waiting it out to see if we get our victim or not. And so, I mean, I guess they're taking a chance, a risk.
All right, so I'm giving you a plea deadline date. Norma, can I have a plea deadline date for 2 weeks, please? And Mr. LaHood, do you have all the discovery?
We do, Judge, but we don't have a witness list.
Okay. Norma, can I have a 2-week plea deadline date? All right, so it's November 12th.
The 12th?
Yes. And that'll be by Zoom. So that is her plea deadline date. Ms. Boyd, I've seen you on the screen. Your plea deadline date is November 12th. What that means is that the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after that date. If you decide to enter any type of plea, it will have to be a plea that's open to the court. All right, Ms. Boyd, you are excused. Excuse me. You need to unmute. What are you saying, Ms. Boyd?
Miss, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Miss, Judge Boyd, last time we were here, you said that you weren't going to accept any more dates, and she hasn't showed up, and they can't find her, so I don't understand why.
No, Ms. Boyd, this is the way, Miss Boyd, let me explain to you how the process works, the criminal process works. Today is not a jury trial day, so the state doesn't have to have any witnesses here. When the state will need their witnesses is when jury trial actually starts. So when there are jurors seated in the box, and this is felony court, so there'll be 12. When the state calls their witnesses, that's when their witness needs to appear. So their witness doesn't have to appear for these dates. So what I'm telling you is, I don't know anything about these cases. The only thing I know is what the charges are. I don't get any police reports or hear from any witnesses unless there's been a motion to suppress or something. So what I'm telling you is the state has informed me that they've given you an offer. Whether you accept that offer or not is completely up to you, but I've just given you a plea deadline date. So what that means is the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements after that date. After that date, if you decide to enter a plea, if the complainant comes walking in the courtroom and you want to do a plea at that time, it will have to be a plea that's open to the court. That's what I'm telling you.
That's
So
what you said the last time, Your Honor.
yes.
You said you would not accept a plea date after this date.
No, I did not, because I write everything in the document sheet. And I can tell you exactly.
You didn't say that or whatever.
What is in this document sheet.
Go ahead. I'm here.
Well, don't give me attitude. August 19th. I was told that you had been sent to prison and this case somehow fell through the cracks. September 23rd, the state was going to obtain some information from the complaining witness. Also on September 23rd, an offer was tendered. And then this was reset for October 28th, and today is October 28th. So at no point in time did I give you a plea deadline date. Your plea deadline date is November 12th. After that date, the court will not accept any plea bargain agreements.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Thank you.
on November 12th, you all are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Well, Rodriguez. And then after that, it'll be Patrick Valentine.
Oh, Judge, real quick, I'm sorry. Mr. Raymond Martinez said to tell you something. He is coming back, but he got called to the 379th, but he wanted you to know that he will be back to resolve his case this morning.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
All right, have a good rest of your day. Well, Rodriguez.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's Thursday. It's a beautiful day.
Great. Your Honor, no agreement. Can you put us on the trial docket, please?
All right, let me check the document sheet to see where you are in the process. Okay, so where is Liliana Barreras Contreras?
It should be online because we conferred in the breakout room.
I think you may have left her in the breakout room. Yes, she's still in breakout room number 15. If you could go there and bring her out for me, please.
Yes.
All right, Patrick Valentine.
Can you assign me, Judge?
Oh, you're already assigned there.
Okay.
She's back now.
She's back now. And he just left. Isn't that the way? All right, Patrick Valentine.
Hi, Judge. So with Mr. Donald Dale, the state has tendered a new offer and he is intrigued by it, would like a little time to consider it. So if we could bring us back sometime in 14 to 30 days, that would be ideal.
Okay, which page is Mr. Dale on?
I didn't see him on the docket, Judge.
Oh, he was set for tomorrow, but then we got word that he was supposed to appear today, so he may not be on the paper docket.
Okay, what is his cause number?
Cause number is
I'll have the clerks pull it for you, Judge. Give me one.
All right, thank you.
it's 2020 CR 9467.
All right, and what, how much time do you need on that one?
30 days should be fine.
Okay, I thought at first you said like 2 weeks or 14 days. Is
2
my
weeks.
hearing wrong?
2 weeks is fine too.
Okay, we're gonna give you a 2-week reset on that one.
That'll work.
All right, and Ms. Ferguson will put that in the chat box for me, please. 2-week reset on Mr. Dale. All right, so that'll be November 12th for possible disposition. All right, and then Garcia.
On Jacob Garcia, we received an initial offer. I need to speak to Mr. Garcia about that. So if we could get a reset to your December date.
Thank you. And let me give this to you. You can take those back. There you go. All right, so on Jacob Garcia, this case has been around for a while. So did you get a new offer today? What's happening with that?
I believe this was the first offer tendered in the case.
Okay. Do you have all the discovery?
There's some Laurel Ridge records that Michelle is running down, but apart from that, yes, we did.
Judge, I just requested those this week. So hopefully we'll get them shortly.
All right, Norma, on Jacob Garcia, can I have a 30-day reset? And if you can put that at discovery, and then the next date I give you will be your plea deadline date, Mr. Valentine.
Understood, Judge.
All right, December 1st will be for discovery.
And then the last case I have with you, Judge, is Andrea Garcia. She is in custody. She is presently determined incompetent. Yesterday, the Center for Healthcare Services recommended to Judge Carruthers that she be moved to the outpatient competency restoration program. And I guess if I could just have a breakout room to explain that to her, please.
Okay. Just 1 second. Ms. Ferguson, on Andrea Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll need a 30-day reset.
It's in the chat, Judge.
All right, so on that one, we'll come back on December 1st as well. And who do you need to see in the breakout room, Mr. Valentine?
Andrea Garcia, she's in custody she's the female Garcia. Yes. Thank you, Judge.
All right, is she L22? Do you see what number she's listed as, or L24?
24, yes.
All right. Miss Garcia, I'm sending you to breakout room number 2. Patrick Valentine, I'm sending you to breakout room number 2. Is there anyone else you need to speak to as well?
No, Judge, that's it today. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Judge, this is Don Dale. May I be excused?
Yes, you may be excused. Your attorney said that he will speak to you off docket.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, everyone, just give me a moment while I find this on the docket. All right, the person, Joel, on Liliana Barreras Contreras, who did you confer with?
With
Judge.
yes.
All right, so what is happening with this case?
An offer was extended. My client declined it. We're asking for a trial setting.
All right, and do you have all the discovery?
I believe so, Your Honor.
All right, and the offer that's extended, was that extended today?
It's been extended. This has been a continuing effort on behalf of the state and I to get this resolved, and yes.
Oh, no, is it the same offer? That's what I'm trying to
Yes,
discover.
same offer.
Okay. All right, so where is Liliana Barreras?
She's on online.
All right, Ms. Barreras, what's going to end up happening is we are going to come back, and we're going to come back in 3 weeks. At that time, we are going to give you your jury trial date because the court does not have a set schedule yet. Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 3-week reset on Liliana Barreras, please?
Nine, 6, 3, 5.
All right, so it'll be November 12th. And at that time, we'll give you your jury trial date. And that will be by Zoom. Ms. Barreras Contreras, your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements in this case after today. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you and your attorney are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend.
All right, thank you. You too.
Your Honor, I'm back from the breakout room.
All right, just give me a moment. Anthony Cantrell. Anthony Cantrell. Eduardo Jimenez.
Yes, Judge. I just came up from the 175th where my case could be selected for trial. They were doing jury selection today. I wanted to check in.
The keywords are
Yes, ma'am. That's why I came to check in. I have Roy Ferguson and Jace Meager in your court today, I believe, Your Honor. Roy Ferguson is on bond and Jace Meager is in custody.
And Jason Meager.
Jace Meager. Jace.
All right, so that's criminal trial division. Is Roy Ferguson, is that criminal trial division as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, he has offers on both.
Roy Ferguson is going to be a plea bargain judge, and I haven't had a chance to talk to Jace Meager about the offer yet.
All right, Jace Meager to the courtroom. If you can go to breakout room number 3, please. And Norman, can you see if we can get Jace Meager here? Courtroom, I'm sorry, Mr. Meager is not here yet.
Okay.
All right, and so he's saying that Ferguson is going to be a plea. Is that correct, Mr. Jimenez?
Yes, Judge, that's correct.
All right, if someone could start working on the paperwork for that, I'm going to send courtroom. I'll still send you to breakout room number 3. And Mr. Sanders, if you could go to 3 and see what the agreement is for Mr. Ferguson. All right, Paul Torres and Umberto, what is happening with Mr. Friend?
We conferred with Ms. Hayden, Your Honor, and we would like to discuss the revised offer with our client if we could get into a room with him.
Okay, I will send you to a room right now. Let me see, you were in breakout room number 8. If you both will go to breakout room number 8, and Mr. Friend, if you could go to number 8, please. All right, Ron Ross.
Judge, I talked to Tom. Tom is still gathering some information. He needs a federal PIN packet. When he gets that, then he'll give me a witness list, and he'll give me the criminal records of the witnesses. And he will give me a firm offer at that time, and we'll be from about a 30-day reset. Next time around, we'll probably be able to sign off on discovery and set it for a jury trial.
All right, Norma, on Gregory Morrison, can I have a 30-day reset and its discovery, please? All right, we'll come back on December 1st.
Okay, thank you,
You need
ma'am.
to speak to your client or can he be excused?
Let me talk to him briefly, Judge.
All right, you'll need to bring him back to the main room after you finish talking to him. Mr. Morrison, we're
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
bring you back on December 1st. I'm trying to make sure that your attorney has all of the discovery, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Ron Ross, I'm going to move you to breakout room number 6.
Okay, and you want us to come back into the courtroom, right?
Yes, he has to be excused from this room.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Richard Garcia, who do you have?
Judge, I have Savannah Page.
Criminal trial division or family violence?
I believe it's family violence, but Hunter Morris was helping me.
Criminal trial division. All right, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 9.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Alberto Acevedo.
Judge, I'm back on Terrence Truesdell.
Yes.
I conferred with him. You wanted us to come back after I spoke with him?
All right, and have you already been given a date?
Yes, you gave us a date for 11/19 on discovery status.
All right, thank you. Then you're excused. Normie, can you let them know L16 can go back?
Judge, I just have one matter if I can approach you on for Mr. Truesdell.
Yes.
On the there's a burglary of a building. He was interviewed, he said, for a PR bond. Do you have a status on that, or can I approach you to see if we can get that granted?
If that's been sent to me.
I don't know if it has. I'm assuming it hasn't.
Then I can't address it until I actually receive the documents and I can see what his history is.
Okay.
So, I
should
tell you what, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1. You can check with the clerks to see if I've actually signed that. So we're going to send Mr. Truesdell back. I'll send you to breakout room number 1. If the clerks can go to breakout room number 1, please.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Kirk Sherman.
Yes, ma'am. On Oscar
Yes.
Pacheco. Oscar Pacheco, he's not going to take anything today, and we just need the court to put us on trial docket.
No, where's Mr. Pacheco?
He's in jail, Your Honor.
All right, is he in a breakout room?
He was in
All
number
right,
7.
he's in number 7. You need to go back to number 7 and have him come out of the breakout room.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, James Toshi.
Judge, I did confer with Ms. Hayden on Mary Diaz. So I don't know how to explain. She's kind of new to the case. I'm not trying to like in any way throw her under the bus, but we did have she's gone through it. It's a large case. I don't know if you remember, we had a lot of discovery issues on it. It took months. She's conferring. She is going to formulate an offer and get it over to me. I would ask the court to give us another setting for about 30 to 45 days out to get that in. And then, of course, Ms. Diaz, who is on bond.
Oh, Mr. Toshi, you know we don't do 45-day resets here, but I like for you to say it.
Then I'll ask for a 75 day since you don't do 45.
You might as well say, can I have a 6-month reset? You know, when you say 6-month reset, it sounds, sure, that sounds reasonable. I'm going to give you a 30-day reset. What date?
Okay.
All right, we're going to put it on December 2nd.
Thank you, Judge. And may I chat with Ms. Diaz, please, in the breakout?
Yes. Let me see where you are. All right, I'll send you to breakout room number 4. Mary Diaz, you can go to breakout room number 4 and you all can be excused from there. Everyone, just give me 1 moment, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, Ron Ross, you're done?
Yes, ma'am, I am done, yes.
All right, did you, Norma Morrison, 16B?
Yes, ma'am.
He can be removed. Thank you, Mr. Ross. Alberto Acevedo.
Thank you, ma'am.
Judge, I did talk to Lupe and he said that the PR bond was denied. So you did get that information. So I will speak with my client about that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're excused.
Thank
you. Tony Hernandez. Tony Hernandez.
Yes, Judge, I'm here. If
Yes,
we
who
could,
do you have?
I have Angelina Longoria,
Criminal Trial Division or Family Violence?
CTD. Judge. Well, yeah, I think it's CTD. It's a burglary we have, but I'm not sure if it's family.
All right, let me look on the docketing sheet. Yeah, it's Criminal Trial Division. I will send you to breakout room number 2.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Eddie Bravanek.
Yes, Judge. Sorry, I was in person in the 144. I can't keep court straight, but I'm walking back. I'm here on Contreras.
Criminal Trial Division or Family Violence?
Criminal Trial Division.
Okay. I'll send you to breakout room number 5.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, any other attorneys back from the breakout room? Kirk Sherman, you brought Mr. Pacheco back. Okay. All right, Mr. Sherman, what prosecutor were you conferring with?
Me, Your Honor.
Okay.
Not perfect. Okay.
All right, Mr. Pacheco,
That's what I
it's
appreciate,
court's
sir. Thanks for the call.
understanding that you're rejecting
Hopefully
the
we'll
offer.
get
Is that
this done pretty
correct?
quick.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm hearing two different people at the same time. I'm sorry.
That's
I don't know
okay.
if I don't know if it's the background.
All right, just focus on me.
Yes, we'll do.
All right, my understanding is you're rejecting the offer. Is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor. Yes.
All right, so what that means is your plea deadline date has expired. The court will not accept any plea bargain agreements. This is an old case. We're going to recall this at the end of November. By then, hopefully the court will have its jury trial schedule, and I'll set you for your jury trial, okay?
Yes, understood, Ms. Boyd. Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ms. Ferguson, can we set this at the end of November, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Not till you get your date.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We can do the 29th, Judge.
All right, so we're going to set this on November 29th. And at that time, Mr. Pacheco, if I have the jury trial schedule, you'll be given your jury trial date. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor. And if I could say, Your Honor, I very much and genuinely and wholeheartedly apologize for having missed Zoom court. I adamantly did check upon March 2020 when I attended my court date and I was present before the pandemic did happen to kick in and hit all humankind. I did, yes, like when I attended court, March 2020, that's when the COVID kicked in afterwards. And I did check adamantly until I missed it when I went to Port Aransas with my brother.
Well, Mr. Pacheco, here's the thing.
Yes, Your Honor.
Everyone knows if they have a criminal case pending, you had an attorney, all you had to do was call your attorney. So if there's something you're requesting, your attorney will need to request it in writing. Do you understand?
Yes, understood, Ms. Boyd.
All right, thank you,
did
Mr.
falter on that
Pacheco.
end. Yes, ma'am.
No problem. I appreciate your apology. Number 14C can go back.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Take care. Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too. Mr. Sherman, you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, any other attorneys back from the breakout room? Okay. What is your name?
Ms. Garcia, Andrea Garcia.
I'm sorry, where are you on the screen? You need to speak up.
Andrea Garcia.
Can anyone hear her? It appears that she's whispering. I don't know who it is.
Andrea Garcia, she's in the home.
You know all the names that Okay. Yes, you're excused. Yes, Miss Garcia, just wait. The deputies will take you back, okay? Norman, can you let them know that Garcia can go back? She is just listed as Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Toshi?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Escobedo, your new attorney is going to be James Toshi. This will be the last attorney you will receive as a court-appointed attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and I believe his case is, let me see. Is Escobedo criminal trial division?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Mr. Toshi, I know you're not prepared to do anything, but I'll let you find out the prosecutor that's working on the case, and then you can introduce yourself to your client.
Very well, Judge.
So if you could go back to breakout room number 4, and if a criminal trial division prosecutor could go to breakout room number 4, and it's on Escobedo. All right, Richard Langlois.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, who are you here for?
Ronnie Lopez.
Is it criminal trial division or family violence?
Well, it's sentencing.
Sentencing. All right, Jess, give me a moment.
I think it's on sentencing.
All right, just give me one moment.
Where's the goddamn file? Take a file from me? Sorry. This is really cold.
All right, Mr. Toshi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Did you get a chance to speak with the prosecutor?
I never sent to a breakout room, Judge. No, ma'am.
Oh, no, you're at the same breakout room you were in before.
Oh.
Yes.
Let me head. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
I missed that part.
All right. All right, Richard Langlois, you say you're on here sentencing for Lopez? All right, have you received the PSI report, Mr. Langlois? You're on mute, Mr. Langlois.
I probably did not get it, Judge, but it's a plea to a specific sentence.
I sent it this morning, Judge.
All right, it's opposed. It's an opposed offer, Mr. Langlois.
You're right. I'm sorry, Judge. You're right. He's repeated.
All right, so the probation officer said she sent
I guess the question is, I've not received the PSI.
she said she sent it to your email, Mr. Langlois.
Okay,
All right, so whenever you're finished reviewing that and you wish to proceed, the court will be ready.
all right, thank you, Judge.
All right, Eduardo Jimenez.
Yes, Judge. I'm back from conferring with Marcus on Mr. Ferguson, and we do have a plea bargain in the works. I mean, we have a plea bargain and the paperwork is in the works. And then on Mr. Meager, I haven't spoken to a prosecutor on Mr. Meager, on Jace Meager.
Okay, just 1 second. And they're telling me, I've just been given a document where they're dismissing to refile. Were you aware of that?
No, Your Honor, I was not aware of that.
Okay, so I'll send you to a breakout room to speak with them on that.
And this is Mr. Meager we're talking about, correct, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
So I'll send you to the breakout room number 7.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
All right, any other attorneys before I take up the matter with Jonathan Chavez?
Hi, Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Chavez.
Hi, Your Honor. I had Jose Trubiatis on the docket yesterday. He was the person that didn't show. I have him in the courtroom now. He's actually in custody in the jury box.
All right, Deputy Laura, if you can have him brought up, please. And who was the prosecutor on this?
On Mr. Trubiatis' cases, there was Hunter was one of the prosecutors.
Okay.
And then I believe Joe Ray on the other. There was one family violence and one CTD. So I think Joe Ray was on one and
All right.
Hunter.
Is there a prosecutor available?
I'm here, Judge Joe Ray.
Okay. All right, Mr. Garcia, as you know, this is a case that was called yesterday and Mr. Trubiatis wasn't present. And it appears from looking at the docketing sheet, he's never been a no-show before. So are you going to have any objections to the court recalling the warrant?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Trubiatis, we're not on the record. Why were you not present in court?
My phone was messed up, ma'am, and I didn't get it fixed till yesterday, and then that's whenever I had received.
Okay, you need to slow down and speak up because I can't hear you.
Can you close it, please?
No, she could hear you. Just have to speak up.
My bad. My phone had messed up, and I barely took it yesterday to go get it fixed, and that's whenever I had received all the messages.
Okay, I hear your phone was messed up, period. Then,
That's whenever I took it yesterday. I told my wife that she could take it and go get fixed, and that she did. And then that's whenever I had received all the messages.
so here's the thing, Mr. Trubiatis. You knew when your court date was. And I tell everyone, if your Zoom is not working, then you have to appear in person. So there's like really no excuses. I still have a paper calendar. And I have my phone calendar. So you can't miss any more dates of court. You understand? Because people get concerned when they don't know where people are. It's sort of like when you owe people money and you just start like not answering their phone calls. People start wondering, hey, where's this person? So how old are you?
22.
All right, so you're 22. You're going to have to do better with this, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, to the courts, could I have a B page on Mr. Trubiatis? I know I keep saying your name differently every time. The two R's together just throw me off.
You got it that last time, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. So on this case, did you have all the discovery, Mr. Chavez?
Yes, we do, Your Honor. And I believe it was set for trial coming up in January, but we have received all the discovery on his cases.
All right. Let me see if I've given you a plea deadline date before. Just 1 second. So have you received an offer?
We have, Your Honor.
All right. And I'm noting that the offer was tendered before you received the body cam because on November 16th, you said there were some body camera videos that were outstanding. Do you have all the body cameras now?
Yes, Hunter got us everything.
All right, so I'm going to extend your plea deadline date, Mr. Trubiatis, because of the fact that your attorney now has all the discovery and he didn't have it before. So Mr. Chavez, if we put this at the end of November, is that enough time?
That'll be perfect, Your Honor.
All right, Norma, can you set this for the end of November, please?
November 30th, Judge.
All right, and Ms. Ferguson, can you make sure that he has a reset form? So, Mr. Chiribiatis, if your phone is not working, you need to come back in person, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I will recall the warrant and ask that the bond be reinstated.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And I'll get the reset form from Norma, Your Honor.
Yes. And once it's put in the system, your client will be able to leave.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll get that done right now.
All right, you're welcome. All right, anyone else back?
Judge
On trend?
Roberto?
Yes, Umberto?
Yes, so we're back. I believe me and Paul and Mr. Friend are back from the breakout room.
Yes.
We conveyed the new offer to Mr. Friend. We just need another setting judge, I think. Well, we just got a new prosecutor this week, Michelle Hayden. And so we've been talking to David Martin for the better part of a year, but we're now dealing with Michelle, and we'd like some additional time to confer with her and keep bringing up the points that we did with David Martin, if that's okay.
All right, do you have all the discovery?
Well, I understand that there will be some jail calls. We don't have those yet. So I guess if those are produced, we still need those. I don't know what else we're looking at in the way. We have all the previous discovery on it.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can I have a 3-week reset on Mr. Friend for discovery? And after that date, I'm going to give you your plea deadline date.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so we're going to come back on November 19th for discovery. All right, if there's nothing else, you're all excused. Norma, Mr. Friend, L13 can go back. Mr. Friend, I'm trying to make sure that your attorneys have all the discovery, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you and have a good week.
All right, thank you. You have a good week too. Norma, he's L13.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good
Thank
week.
you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye. Any other attorneys ready? All right, if attorneys are ready, just let the court know.
Judge, I've not received a PSI yet.
All right, Rebecca, can you put, Mr. Langlois, let me see if I can send it from me. What is, if you can put in the chat box or tell me your email address.
Well, I thought it was on your phone, Judge.
No, it's not on my phone. But if you want to text me your email address, you can, and I will forward you the PSI report that I have. And does the state have the PSI report?
I said that because I got an email from you.
Oh, I don't.
Judge, when I sent it to Joe Ray and Mr. Langlois at the same time.
Okay.
And that's the email I have for him as well.
Okay. Joe Ray, could you forward that again to Mr. Langlois?
Yes.
And if Mr. Langlois, maybe you could check your spam.
I'll check who's it from.
No, it's from the court.
Judge Boyd, this is Richard Garcia when you have a chance.
All right, just give me one moment. I'm just signing documents. I know it appears I'm looking at the screen, but I'm actually signing documents.
Did you send something to Gabriella Juarez? Did you?
All right, yes. Mr. Garcia, just let me know when you're ready.
Judge, I'm ready. I conferred with Hunter.
Yes.
And he informs me that there hasn't been any updates and we need another reset because now Meredith McIntyre is going to take over the case and there's a co-defendant as well.
Yes, Judge, this is Hunter.
All right, let me see. Does your client have another name other than Paige?
It's Gutierrez, Judge.
Ah,
Yes, Paige is her middle name.
okay. All right, Norma, can I have a 1 month reset on Miss Gutierrez? All right, we'll come back on December 2nd for discovery.
Thank you, Judge. And I don't mean to speak for Tony and Meredith, but I do believe they might be requesting a similar reset for the co-defendant Angelina Longoria.
Okay.
That's correct, Judge.
Who is speaking? Tony?
Tony Hernandez, Judge, and Hunter and Mac had, I've conferred with Hunter and Meredith.
All right, and that's Angelina. She has 2 cases, correct?
She does, Judge. I'm on one and Tony controls on the other. Tony controls on the ag assault.
All right, so we'll recall this back on December 2nd as well. Where is your client?
In jail, Judge.
All right, so, and where is Savannah Paige Gutierrez?
Judge, she's on the Zoom.
Okay. All right, Savannah Gutierrez, your case is being recalled for December 2nd. That will be by Zoom. Ms. Longoria will bring you back on December 2nd. That will be by Zoom as well. Norma, can you let them know that L25 can go back?
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
May we be excused, John?
Yes, have a great rest of your week.
You too. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And Norma, that is L25. All right, Raymond Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Judge, I'm here on Saul Jaime. He was supposed to be a sentencing hearing. I filed a motion to withdraw his plea. Although my motion is not quite in proper form, the affidavit that I attached, I could not get it notarized because the affiant, who's the mother of the complainant, is currently in custody. So I didn't have access to her to get her to sign it. In fact, my client has to sign an affidavit attached to it as well. And I couldn't get him to sign because GPS wouldn't let him leave his house to come to my office to sign it. He's currently here in the courtroom with me. I'd be happy to confront with family violence. I think it's one of their cases.
All right, what is happening on his remain without bond? Did he remake bond or something?
He's on bond right now, Judge. On GPS, he's here in the courtroom with me.
All right. So, okay, you can speak with someone for family violence and then we'll address this issue of the motion to withdraw.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, to the courtroom. Just 1 second. All right, and to the courtroom, if you can go to breakout room number 2, and if someone can go to, from family violence, could go to number 2, please. And everyone, just give me 2 minutes.
Marcus, what you doing for lunch today?
Eduardo, can you go to room 10?
All righty, Eddie Brovanik.
Judge here.
Yes, what's going on?
I would like to tell you all the things going on in my life, but I suspect that you're less interested in those and more interested in what's going on with the case. Is that a
Oh,
fair
no, I
assessment?
know you were expecting a baby.
Yeah, so I'm also expecting sleep sometime in the near future, but that has not been happening because of that said baby for the past 5 weeks.
Well, I mean, I think everyone here who has a child knows that when you have a baby, you're no longer in charge.
That was when I got married, but you're correct that my wife is no longer in charge. I'm sorry, I'm wasting your time here, but my client is just adamant he doesn't want a deal. I've tried each and everything 16, 17, 18 times with him. I think I just need a date.
Okay, well, the plea deadline date has expired. What we're going to do is we're going to have to set this, and we're going to set this for December 2nd, because hopefully by then the court will have its jury trial schedule. I don't have the schedule for the next year, and so we will set your client up for his jury trial.
Judge, I am grateful for your help, and as always, I appreciate you putting up with my personality.
Your personality is great.
You're kind.
All right, Mr. Contreras, we're going to bring you back on December 2nd, and at that time, I will give you your jury trial date.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome. Norma 14P can go back. All right, anyone else back from the back from the breakout room? Anyone else ready? Because the court, we are taking our break at 12:30.
Judge, would you speak with Raymond Martinez and me in breakout room 2?
Yes. Everyone just give me a moment.
Brenda, I sent you a chat.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Toshi.
Hey, Judge, I chatted with Mr. Sanders. He gave me a thumbnail of the case. I would like to visit with Mr. Escobedo. And then if it's okay with the court, leave from there. Obviously, I'm going to need to get discovery and
All right, Norma, on Mr. Escobedo, can I have a 30-day reset, please? All right, Mr. Toshi, we're going to come back on December 2nd, but you need to have your client come back to the main room so we can excuse him from here.
Okay.
And Mr. Toshi, if you'll go back to breakout room number 4, Mr. Escobedo, I'm going to send you to breakout room. No, let me see if I can find you. I'm going to send you to breakout room number 4.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me just find Mr. Escobedo on the docket.
On the recall.
Thank you. All right, Anthony Cantrell.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry for getting on late. I was in a live hearing in Comal County. I have Angelina Longoria. She has.
Oh, that's been reset.
I understand she has a new lawyer also on another felony case, Anthony Hernandez.
Yes, it's Tony Hernandez. It's been reset for December 2nd for discovery.
Okay, so are we gonna just continue with 2 lawyers on the case like that
Well,
then?
if you want to continue on it, you can. If not, we'll address that at the next setting.
Okay, December 2nd.
Yes,
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
you're welcome. Just one moment, everyone. All right, Eduardo Jimenez.
Yes, Judge, I'm still waiting on some paperwork on the Ferguson case. And Mr. Meager is still in a holding pattern about what he wants to do with his case.
All right, is Mr. Meager in custody?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
Mr. Escobedo, you need to go to the breakout room. You've been sent to breakout room number 4. Norma, can you get someone to send Mr. Escobedo to breakout room number 4, please?
Yes, ma'am.
And is Mr. Meager in custody or on bond?
He's in custody, Your Honor.
All right, Eduardo Jimenez, if you can go to breakout room number 7 and have your client come out of the breakout room, please.
Sure.
All right, and on Meager, Norma, can I have a month reset, please? All right, Mr. Meager, can you unmute? All right, Mr. Meager, that mess doesn't work if you don't have it over your mouth and nose.
Sorry about that.
I mean, otherwise, then, you know, what is it for, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Does Mr. Meager only have one case, State?
Yes, Judge, just one.
All right, Mr. Meager, this is the process of the 187 District Court. 1, I require that the state tender an offer in every case. So Mr. Jimenez, has an offer been tendered?
Yes, it has, Your Honor.
Do you have all the discovery?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Meager, the court does not have a jury trial schedule yet for the new year. So I'm going to recall this for November 29th. November 29th will be your plea deadline date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can let the court know. I always like people to have a chance to think things through. You can let the court know whether you want to accept the plea or not accept the plea. That's completely up to you. And then hopefully by then I will have a jury trial scheduled for the 187th, and I'll be able to give that to you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Meager. Norma, you can let them know that Meager can go back. All right. And is Richard Langlois ready?
I'm not sure. He's not at his computer.
Okay. Everyone, the court is taking its break at 12:30.
Eduardo, I just sent you the paperwork on Ferguson. I'll put you back in the room with him.
Thank you, Marcus.
You're able to go to 3.
All right, Lamont Curry. could I see you? I'm gonna see you in breakout room number 1. Miss Ferguson, can you meet me in breakout room number 1, please? And if I could have a prosecutor in number 1. All right, Richard Langlois, are you ready? You're on mute, Mr. Langlois.
I apologize, Judge. We're ready. I have one witness that would like to address the court.
Okay. To the courtroom, if I could have Mr. Lopez come up, please.
And the witness will be Roberto Sanchez.
All right, just a moment. Who's the prosecutor on this case?
Joy.
Yeah.
Your Honor, he left the courtroom.
All right, Mr. Langlois, we'll have you back at 2 o'clock. Your client is not with us.
I'll get a hold of him, Judge, okay?
All right, thank you. So we'll see you back at 2 and we'll take care of it then.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Who is Moto G Stylist? The person with the beard with the plaits, the beard braided. What's your name? Okay, he's the only person here who has a beard that's braided. Is there a reason he's not answering? There's no one else here with a beard that's braided. Moto G Stylist 5G in the black shirt. What is your name? All right. Ms. Ferguson, if you would come here for a moment, please. Just one second before you go. Just one second. Mr. Munoz, we're going to bring you back on November 5th. You've been appointed a new attorney in the system. And so we'll bring you back on November 5th, and your attorney will be here at that time, okay? All right, thank you, Mr. Munoz. We're going to send you back.
Norma, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're ready to go with Mr. Ferguson.
All right, as soon as the clerks have all the paperwork, we will take that up. And everyone, this is going to be the last thing that we take up, and then the court is going to take its 12:30 break. And Mr. Jimenez, I'm going to send you and your client to a breakout room so that your client can be sworn in.
Okay, Your Honor. Which room is that, Your Honor?
Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Put some patience in your pocket. All right. All right, to the clerks, if you go to breakout room number 1, please, to swear in Mr. Ferguson.
Thank you, Judge.
Everyone else on the Zoom, you're going to be back at 2 p.m. So Saul Martinez, you're going to come back at 2 p.m. Mr. Tristan, who is your attorney?
No,
David Guerra, Judge.
All right, Mr. Tristan, you're going to be back at 2 p.m.
Okay.
Mr. Ramirez, Mr. Gallegos, and Mr. Apolinar, you're going to be back at 2 p.m. So Norma, that's L14, L8, 14F, and L2. Saul Martinez, you will come back on this same link at 2 p.m., okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you for your patience. All right, which page is Mr. Ferguson on?
The recall.
Thank you. All right, the court is going to call 2021 CR 4083, State of Texas versus Roy Ferguson. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Marcus Sanders.
for the defense? You're on mute.
Eduardo Jimenez.
And are you Mr. Ferguson?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
We're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objection from the state?
No objection.
Any objections from the defense?
No objection.
Mr. Ferguson, I'm going to show you what's entitled Defendant's Consent to Appear by Video Conference. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you electronically sign it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, I'm showing you the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to appear by video conference, and the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ferguson, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Ferguson, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Did you understand you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea bargain agreement. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea bargain agreement and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
I'm going to prison.
Did you understand, Mr. Ferguson?
I can't, I'm not gonna take a chance on the job.
All right, Mr. Ferguson, can you unmute?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, is there someone else in the room with you?
Yes, ma'am, my girl.
All right, okay, so can you let her know that she is not a part of this hearing? And we can go off the record, Brenna. Let her know for me. I've been a defense attorney, I've been a prosecutor. The person who makes the decisions in their cases are the persons who actually have the case pending. Now, at the end of the day, if there is someone who's giving you advice, it will be a whole different thing. And I think Mr. Jimenez will agree with me if that person will be responsible and liable for any consequences of the decision. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
ma'am,
if they're not going to be liable in consequences for the decision is ultimately yours. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared to death.
No, time out. We're gonna go back on the record. So what we're gonna do, Mr. Ferguson, with regards to your plea bargaining agreement, we're gonna come back at 2 p.m. And if you still wish to go forward with this plea, then we will go forward with it at that time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
you're welcome. We'll come back at 2 p.m.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I just log back onto this at 2.
Yes,
Same link number and everything.
same link number and everything.
All right. Thank you, Alan.
All right, Mr. Jimenez, we'll see you back at 2 p.m.
All right, Judge, thank you very much.
All right, everyone. It is 12:37. I know we're a little bit over, so we're going to stop live stream and we will be back at 2 p.m. It's still Thursday, everyone, and it's still a beautiful day outside, and tomorrow's Friday.